What up, dog?
Nothing. Just getting ready to start the stream for the first time tonight. How about you?
Yeah, no, it's good to be live and streaming for the first and only time this evening.
I agree.
It's like waking up fresh in the morning, having not streamed at all.
No streaming, no issues. Everything just works like a charm on this
Yeah.
stream we're doing tonight.
We just wake up and everything works the way that it should.
It's funny, when I sent out the Bandcamp message, I said, we'll be streaming in the next 10 minutes as long as nothing catches on fire, and nothing did, and here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting that you said that, as long as nothing catches on fire.
Mm-hmm. Serendipitous, I think is the word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't tell, we're being completely sarcastic because we're starting over an hour later than we intended to, because we started streaming. Turns out our audio was all messed up.
Everything was wrong.
Video was all messed up. Everything was all messed up.
Yeah.
But here we are.
We're here. We're back.
Yes.
Everything you saw will be wiped from the internet forever. And,
Because that's how the internet works. When you put something that you don't want to be there,
Yep.
and then you can just go to the internet and take it off. And
Especially if you draw attention to it. No one will
Right.
ever bring it up or look for it or anything like that.
especially if you let people know that you don't want it to be there.
Yep. Yeah. What's that called? The Streisand effect? She had a lot of good luck with that. That
Yeah.
really worked out well for her.
Yeah, well, it was like a picture of her
house.
of her house, right?
Yeah. It was
And,
a
like,
picture of
from-
her like grotesque like mansion in like Beverly Hills or something, or no, it was like a beachside.
Yeah, it was in
House.
Malibu, right?
Yeah, it was Malibu. That's what it was.
I can't remember if she was upset because like it was showing how the coastline was being affected by her house, or it was deteriorating and her house was about to fall in the ocean or something. Or if she just didn't like that you can tell where it is just by looking at the picture, and she didn't want people to know where her house is.
I'm pretty sure it was the latter. She just was pissed off that people knew that it was her house and it was this gaudy mansion shitfest by the sea.
Is anybody surprised that Barbara Streisand's house is gaudy
No,
and
please.
over the top?
I'd be disappointed if it wasn't. Isn't that what
I
you
know,
want? What is Barbara Streisand here for if not to be
Right.
the gaudiest among us?
There's only a couple celebrities that you would feel are like, dude, you're not supposed to have a house like that.
Totally.
There's only a couple,
Yeah.
like Malala or something.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of like, all right,
That'd be
come on.
that'd be pretty suspect.
easy there, Malala.
Yeah.
But I mean, Barbara Streisand, that's like Frank Sinatra being pissed that people know that he has a mansion. It's like,
Totally.
you're Barbara Streisand.
You're aware.
Of course.
You're aware of who this is, correct?
I can definitely feel how she would be like, I just don't want people to know where it is.
Yeah,
Because people could go like John Lennon on her, you know?
that's true. Man, I'm so glad we're doing Babs and Dub. I mean, fuck. It's been a long time coming.
Bro. You may have just accidentally
I may have
predicted the future.
just memed that into existence.
Well, it's okay. We can just go back on the internet.
We'll
and-
just
and
clear
take
this
it
part
away.
out. Yeah, exactly.
And then no one will make us do Barbara Streisand in dub.
No one will. You know what's fucked up is there's definitely stuff out there I bet we could use to make Barbara Streisand and Dub.
Yeah. Barbara Streisand acapellas.
I'm sure they're out there.
Yeah.
I'm positive they're out there.
Yeah.
I'm not positive, but I'm relatively confident. Anyway, so we're doing not Barbara Streisand yet.
Nope.
Nope, we're doing Blondie.
Blondie is the name of the game.
Yep. Debbie Harry. It's her 75th birthday recently. She's the shit.
Yeah, you were telling me on the last stream that like Blondie didn't get big until she was in her mid 30s or something.
Yeah. Yeah, she was probably in her early 30s, I would say.
Wow.
At most, like late 20s when they put out their first record.
Yeah, dude. She in the pictures from that time, she looks like she's like 19.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and they marketed her that way too. I mean, she was
Right.
like Marilyn Monroe and fronting a punk band is like how they kind of
Mm.
wanted to present her, which is fucking sick. It's really cool.
How can you be mad at that?
I know. Um, but yeah, so last week we did Heart of Glass, which was cool, and Brandon finished his parts, and they sound sick. They're really, really good. And now we're doing Call Me, which is another classic Blondie tune. And I was telling Brandon today we've never streamed before today. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, definitely not.
Definitely not.
45 minutes ago.
No. I was mentioning to Brandon in a totally different circumstance than this one that today I started on the third Blondie tune that we'll do, which was One Way or Another, which
That's
is
awesome.
kind of a scary song. She sounds like a stalker murderer kind of. She's really
dude.
intense on that song.
I feel like they use that in TV shows or movies whenever, like, what are some of the examples? For some reason, I'm seeing Jim Carrey's face in my mind. But, like, they use that for when a character is like, going over the deep end in their obsession about something,
Yeah.
you know? Like, when they snap,
Yeah.
they play that song.
Yeah, rightfully so. It's 'cause, digging into the acapellas of that song, you really get to like hear the words, and you're just like, she's like, I'm going to drive by your house. I'm going to see if you're home and
Barbra Streisand.
yeah. It's kind of scary. But anyway, maybe we'll do that one next week. I'm like just starting on it, but so yeah, tonight we'll do Call Me. And so I've done the drums are all laid out. I've done a bass part that we haven't talked about if you're going to redo the bass or not.
But, yeah, we haven't talked about what I'm going to do at all, actually.
No, we haven't. There's guitar, there's piano, there's organ. As usual, I would expect we'll do the piano at the very least. And I'm very curious again to hear your thoughts on the bass line. Last week, I passed the bass final exam with Brandon. I got a bass part past Brandon that he didn't feel the need to redub, which was
Your
pretty.
BASATs.
Yeah. But yeah, as always, whenever I get Brandon on one of these songs, Brandon's such a good musician that I'm just kind of like, Brandon kind of has carte blanche to improve or make better whatever as he sees fit, and that's kind of the working relationship we have. Is I kind of come up with the broad strokes, and I love using Brandon on this material to kind of fill in the little details and make it sound more authentic and more reggae than I might have before.
One of the reasons why I really swing out and like take advantage of the carte blanche that you give me is because I just figure I'll give you every option of every instrument that I hear, and then it's up to you to use whichever ones you want. Like I always just kind of figure if I send you 4 things, you might use 4, you might use 3 of them, you might use 2 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that definitely happens. Like when we did the Elton John stuff, or maybe it was it was the Grateful Dead stuff. Like I remember when we were working with Sam Small, he sent me 3 lead tracks for one song that were meant to be played concurrently, and like it's like a glut of like too much good stuff. It's like I either had to pare it down or figure out a way to make it all make sense. And he did that with several songs, and a couple of them I would just do like 2 of the 3, but it was really hard to get in all 3. But no, I mean, with what you play, Brandon, it's like most of the time I use everything.
Okay.
But yeah.
And it's different now too. Now that we've started streaming our sessions, because you're actually here while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know, for all these years before, it's just been, we just send emails back and forth, and
Totally.
you know, just all of a sudden one day it's like, okay, I'm done. Here you go. And,
Yeah.
and then you hear it for the first time. You know?
Right.
So this is fun. It's a completely different way of doing it.
Yeah, and us doing it together, it's going to cut down on, like, I think the possibility of me even not using stuff because, like you said, I'm here with you while you're doing it, and it's like,
Right.
We're making those decisions, you know, off the cuff together right away, you know, if we need something or not, so.
Yeah, it's, and I know you experienced this because the very first one of these streams that we did was when you were playing guitar on one of my songs.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a pro and a con of doing it on the stream. The pro is that I get to have you here to like ask you questions and weigh in on things and have you like contribute to making the decisions of what it's going to sound like.
Right.
But then the con is that I don't get to just like take 6 hours to play one little guitar part and take 90 takes if I want to, which a lot of the times I do want to, you know, spend an ungodly amount of time taking something over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like,
I just want all the viewers to take note while Brandon's finishing up his thought. How long our recent videos have been.
Yeah, the last one was like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty good chunk of time.
And it's 4.5 hours because
that's what you do.
Because we had, well, it was 4.5 hours because we had to hurry, because we were trying to like make it resemble some sort of content.
Yeah,
if we weren't doing that, it would be way longer than 4.5 hours.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is in the studio. If you have the time, you use it.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly. But a lot of times we don't, because me and you are from a generation. We're from the we get to record ourselves generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, the early part of it. You know, we're like from the very first generation that got to begin self-recording from the very beginning of when we were teenagers learning how to record music.
Totally.
But yeah, before us, and even still, it's like this for a lot of professionals. You have to move quickly because you're paying for the time.
Yeah.
It's fucking expensive, and
you
only have X amount of hours, and if you're not done by then,
yeah.
Oh well,
if you're like
come back later.
If you're like a producer or an executive producer on a project, and it gets exponentially more expensive the more musicians you have. Like, I remember like some sessions at Capitol where there was like an orchestra and everyone was union, and the entire orchestra was like being paid scale, and like they're all there hourly. They all are like owed a break. Like every 10 minutes on the hour, they all got to have a break. And like they're booked for one day, and it would cost, I don't even know how much it would cost, honestly, but I mean, you just got to do the math in your head of like how much a session orchestra musician makes, which is like they do that full time, you know, they don't have side jobs, you know, times
and they
80.
have kids and
exactly,
cars and houses
and multiply that by, you know, 60, 70 musicians, and it's like you're looking at 6 figures potentially for a day of recording, you know, a bunch of people.
And I've seen it too. Like the producers you have to deal with it. It's like 5 o'clock is coming. We lose them at 5.
Yep.
And they really do. Like at 5, they fucking walk out the door.
They peace out. Or you can pay overtime, which is like, oof, time and a half, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that would be nice. We should start doing that. But yeah, that's not us. We record at home, and we have all the studio time we want.
Yep.
So should we get started?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what do you want to do first? Do you want to listen to it to see what we've got?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's listen to it. Let's see. Let's do a thing. I'm going to show you the screen.
All right.
How about that?
Oh, yeah.
So there's this. And there's... Oh. How did that get in there? Whoops.
Wow. 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 Sorry.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Let's take it back to the beginning of the song here. So this is all Nate's parts that he's recorded so
Yep.
far. So there's two bridge sections, eh?
Yes. Well, then this is a solo, but it just repeats.
But I mean, that part where she's like singing in French,
Yeah.
I didn't even pick up if that's another chord shape that we've already seen or not.
It's just. I'm pretty sure it's just the bridge. They just repeat the bridge twice.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Call me. It's hard to hear the song without that. Call me.
I know.
Call me. So tight.
So tight.
So tight.
It's very. Yeah. It's very. I'm really happy with how that turned out.
Mm-hmm. 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 Me too, dude.
Yeah. Pretty excellent. I'm very, very stoked on that one. The guitar was a little quiet in there. Did I send you the guitar super quiet or something?
Yes.
Okay.
And it
Sometimes,
was. And one of the reasons why I kept it low-ish in the mix just then is because I'm positive that I want to keep that.
right. Okay.
And and so I just wanted to like hear the other parts more.
Yeah. Word.
To
Yeah.
weigh so that they may be weighed in the balance and see if they found wanting.
um, yeah, I'm really happy with my reggae guitar tone. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever replaced your guitar skank in any of these songs.
Yeah.
Nate always sends me I mean like this is pretty typical: drums, bass, a guitar skank sound, piano, organ, like the rhythm section. Pretty much it for every song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever replaced your guitar skank.
Yeah.
It's always perfect.
It's the only part I can do like within a few takes too. Everything else, piano, organ, bass, getting the drums just right, all that stuff takes me hours. Guitar is the only thing I'm just like, and then
Yeah. I mean that's your main instrument,
yeah,
you
it
know?
is.
Like, yeah, I'd spend all day doing like piano stuff, and then yeah, a guitar skank or a bass line is like 2 seconds. Blam.
Totally. Yeah, I'm. See, and the reason like I play all this stuff, even though I then give it to Brandon to like replace the parts. One, I like to think that it helps Brandon kind of feel out what I'm going for when it's more fleshed out.
Yes.
Which helps him kind of wrap his mind around what we're trying to do. But for me too, it's like I'm a guitar player and I would love to be able to play all this stuff better. So I always play it. Just getting more ways to do reggae under my hands.
Yes. Yeah, that's a really good point. It's like, who cares? Even if we're not going to keep it, like, this is my practice to get better.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's some of the only like practice, quote unquote, I do. Like I don't sit down and like shed scales anymore on guitar.
Yes.
Like I should. Everyone should, I guess, but I don't.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Yeah.
I have such bad discipline about that.
Never done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably like my biggest like non-pro thing.
Yeah.
Just don't practice my instrument.
I just want to say if Justin Paco is watching, who was my first and best guitar teacher, sorry, dude. I didn't really
He
practice
rules.
very much. Yeah, he's
one
like
of the
best.
greatest, if not like the greatest guitar player in Atascadero history.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's probably the greatest guitarist in Atascadero history.
I think that's pretty safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a shredder,
Yes.
to say the least.
Yes.
Okay, well, so we listened. What are your thoughts? What does this need? What does it not need?
I think I should definitely do bass, piano, and then like a lead guitar thing, like a stick guitar thing.
Cool.
And then possibly like a clavinet or some other something.
I love that.
Possibly.
I love that idea.
Some auxiliary instrument, some flavor giving thing. This one really this song, and the way that this sounds and the way that it wants to sound, it reminds me of on your second David Bowie EP when you did Starman, I think.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. Suffragette City.
Oh, yeah.
It was like drums, bass, guitar, maybe a piano, and that's it. Like, it sounded like a punk band instrumentation playing reggae.
Yeah.
With like a punk feeling. And this one kind of sounds like that. It sounds like it should be close to punk instrumentation.
I like that. Yeah. I think that's a good observation. And what, again, it's kind of like what we mentioned last week. It's like it's a balancing act. It's like, yes, we're trying to make it a reggae song, but also it's Blondie. We have to respect that other half of it as well.
Yeah. And I think that we should put in the call me shouts also.
I know you think that. How are we gonna do that? What do you want? How do you want to do that?
Just me and you record, just stacking it.
Yeah.
It's so strange without it.
See, okay, I don't necessarily share that sentiment. I don't hate it without it. I really don't.
Okay.
I'm sure for a lot of people that is like a what? How are you gonna do the song without that? But you know, I've done some of these songs where the acapellas give what the acapellas give, and I use what they provide. You know, and it just is what it is. It becomes a new thing.
Provide.
Jaw provide. Yep.
Right. Jaw provide. Oh, when it's on this view, we only get Aryan is.
Oh, there we go.
Aryan is. Okay, there we go. What? Yeah.
Oh man. Yep.
Okay. But anyway, you're saying Jaw provide.
Jaw
Yes.
provide.
And the acapella provides what it provides. Yes.
Here's what I want to do. I'm not
Okay.
shutting that idea down because you're right. It's a huge part of the song that is just not in that part that I have. I want to flesh this thing out completely.
Mm-hmm.
And if at the very end we still feel like, you know what, this is not Call Me without those male gang vocals, which is great for you and me because we could definitely do that.
We can male gang. Me and you.
Male gang in the chat.
If there's any guys who can male gang, it's me and you, Nate.
Yep. If we have any hope of getting any more women but my mother to watch this stream.
We may have just lost Nate's mom.
Yeah, we may have
that.
just lost everybody. Every other girl is going to say, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, yeah, I want to do everything that we think to do instrumentation-wise because I have never done any kind of actual vocal work on any Black Market stuff. Joanne has. We've had Joanne sing some stuff, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
On that same Bowie project.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys haven't heard Nate's second Bowie EP, The Final Dub, right?
The next dub.
The next dub. It's the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
Not the final one. The next dub.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, our good friend and also a Atascadero, California native, Joanne Hyland, sings like stacks of background vocals on two of the songs, right? On Ziggy Stardust and my favorite one, the slow jam, whose name is Lady Stardust.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Joanne just went to town. Just took it over. Just absolutely killed it. The only thing I told her was, okay, in this song, David Bowie is Bob Marley. Joanne, I need you to be the I3s.
Oh.
That's all. That you
Genius.
you need to call and response Bowie like the I3s would to Bob.
Wow.
And she did that.
She did. I mean, Judy Mowat and Marcia Griffiths are like two of Joanne's all-time favorite singers.
Which I didn't even realize. I should have figured that much. But, yeah, it was a revelation hearing her do that. And I was lucky I got to just sit in the room and record her, like, stacking all these vocals, and it was just sick. It's one of my favorite recording moments from this project, honestly.
Oh, you did that in person, right? Because
Yeah.
that's when you lived in L.A.
Yeah, we did it at our apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ah,
I
good
was
times.
very intimidated by Joanne still at that time. And she was in my room, and she was recording amazing vocals, and I was just like, yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, she's kind of a big presence, a very big figure, kind of a historical, legendary person in Atascadero reggae.
Big time.
She's very small stature, definitely under 100 pounds, but
Yeah.
she casts a large shadow
Yep.
for sure.
Absolutely killer musician.
Yes,
We miss her.
yes, we do.
She's alive. She's just not in America right now.
Yeah. Well, actually, you're physically farther away from me than she is. You're in Nashville. I'm in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Joanne is in
Costa
Baja,
Rica.
California,
Oh,
in
okay.
Mexico.
Okay. Wow.
So, uh, anyway,
Yeah.
let's play some music, eh?
Yes. Also, I should say, John Roy's in the chat. He is suggesting, why not horns? What about me helping you guys out with that? I don't know how serious that offer is, John, but don't seriously don't test us on this stuff. We are
Call
going
me. Bow, bow.
to. Yeah, exactly.
That'd be kind of tight.
Be pretty
It
sick.
also struck me, man, like, um, that's a chance to like do something with dub there.
Yeah,
So
oh, for
instead of
sure.
having background singers repeat what she's saying, you're doing it in the style of music that utilizes delay. You know?
Exactly. That's always what I do. Whenever I
Mm.
am presented with, less than the full acapella or whatever, like something
Mm-hmm.
exact. This is a perfect example of like, okay, I've got the lead vocal but not the gang vocal. Whatever, I'll dub it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a chance for me to get creative with the end. And the ending of these songs is always the best place to go crazy with like dub stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you know what to do. I'll trust you with that.
Yeah.
And like you say, let's start by making the foundation, making
Yeah.
the bed, finishing the whole rhythm section,
Yep.
and then we'll do it.
So what are you starting with?
That's a good question. Either bass or piano.
Cool.
Let me listen one more time here. Let's see. Let's do bass first.
Yeah, I would love that since I hope none of the streamers are hearing this weird acoustic phenomena where I know that bass is in tune, but it's the D in that in that bass part sounds out of tune in my headphones.
Really?
Oh my god.
It sounds good to me.
It is good. That's the thing. Is I hear it one way and it sounds fine, and I hear it another way and it sounds out of tune to me. It's I don't know.
John Roy, is that bass out of tune?
Yeah, please, John. Let's give John the final say.
Either way, it's a temp bass. So.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds really good, though. I don't think that I'm going to deviate a whole lot from it, but you never know.
Hey, deviate away, man. Do whatever you want to do. I've already got one bass line on this EP. I win. I already win.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Well, this is my lovely bass that I use for freaking everything.
I love that thing.
Yeah.
The only bass you've ever played that I like maybe more than that one, or as much, is Johnny's SG bass.
Oh, my gosh.
That thing was so sick.
That one belongs to Will Kubley. He is the bass player of Pacifier, and he lived at that house for a while. That bass belongs to Will, and for about maybe 3 years, every time I saw Will, it's like, "Hey, Will, how's it going, man? Hey, you ready to sell me that bass? Have you changed your mind about selling me that bass?" But he will probably never sell it because So, Nate, do you have something that you stole from the band room when you were in high school?
Not anymore. I feel like I did for a long time, but I've lost
Yeah.
stuff in the move. But
I feel like a lot of kids who were in band in school
can I take the
ha-
fifth
ha-
on this question?
have something that they stole. Plead the fifth. It's like it's this gigantic mixing console that's in front of me, and I don't want anybody to come and take it
Yeah,
from me.
no.
No, but that bass he got from when it was like the first bass that he ever got, like when he was in school.
Wow.
So he can't get rid of it simply for sentimental reasons.
No,
It's such a
and
shame
it's
because, yeah,
for dope
I agree.
reasons.
if it wasn't like that, I would probably be playing that bass on this right now.
I actually went as far as a few months ago, looked up those exact models of bass and tried to source one to buy. I think they're, I want to say it's the EB3 or the EB2.
Yeah.
Like early 70s Gibson, like, and back then they were like just like kiddie basses, basically is kind of how Gibson was selling them.
Yeah, they're
But
tiny.
They're tiny, yeah, they're probably 3/4 scale. Some of them just have one big fat humbucker in the neck. I think his was different though, I want to say. But
Yeah,
man,
it was. I'm pretty sure it was 2 single coil pickups.
yeah, God, it was so sick.
Mega dope bass.
Mega dope shows.
But actually, I think I would be playing this bass because this one has active pickups.
Sounds so
And this
good.
one is just mega fat
Yeah,
and mega dope chose in a way that that 70s bass is not.
yeah.
Okay, let's just feel it out, y'all. See what we got here. Oh, B flat. Okay. I need you to teach me how to play the
Yeah,
the bridge
I would
also.
just get as far as the bridge, if
Yeah.
anything.
All right.
So yeah, the one thing which I'm sure you'll dial in is the it's kind of those that like riff that's kind of between every like verse and chorus, or every phrase or whatever. It's a specific thing that they're doing that I tried to match best I can.
Okay, is this in the verse?
It's the dun, bum, 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 like
On the intro?
yeah, the stuff in the intro that repeats like throughout the song. It kind of repeats all the time.
So just
Yeah, so it's G to F, and then the next time through it's F to C.
Oh, I was doing the G and F backwards. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. So make sure all those are in there.
Yeah. Yeah, because that I want to really emphasize on this song, because on the original, it's like a big badass like guitar riff thing, and they play
Right.
that. So we have to like hit that in a reggae way, in a big way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why I'm hearing the stick guitar part.
Totally.
Because in the intro, there's also a rhythm that one of the original guitars is doing, the gan 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 gan. So like to have some part that is playing that rhythm
Yeah, I
in
agree.
there.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Oh, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
Is the bass loud enough?
Oh yeah, it sounds awesome.
Tight.
Sounds really good.
All right, let's try something.
Ross Trent.
Oh yeah, should we do one? Oh shit! Wait.
We need to build you like a button, just a,
I know I have
a
to
job
like
button.
go into this little thing. Okay, here we go.
Ross Trent.
Ross Trent.
We had a couple Ross Trents in the chat, so
Oh yeah.
just calling out Ross Trent, bringing up Ross Trent.
Really? In the chat, people are talking about Ross Trent.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure it was John actually.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was John.
Toil part time at Juck Old Stone Creamery,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Okay. Let's try it. I haven't gotten the. I'm still formulating the rhythm, but
Sure, totally.
let's try it. Well, I'm gonna need a little bit more pre-roll than that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think
Thoughts?
it's really coming together. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's tying the room together for sure.
For sure. Yeah, it's the rug. It's definitely that rug.
Let's see. I'm going to turn up the drums for myself.
Always mega dope.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the whole mix. Turn it down. Take the drums. Yeah. I'm gonna make Debbie really quiet
Yeah.
just so that we can hear where we're at in the song.
Yeah. Just a guide, really.
But I just want the kick drum and the snare drum to be just punching me in the face, slapping me in the side of the head while we play.
Do that.
Turn up my headphones. What's up?
Do that.
Do that.
Do that.
Do that, though, dog. Oh. And then we'll have a little bit of whiskey.
All right. I'm thirsty too. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Okay, it's getting in there.
Yeah.
I can hear. I'm gonna get rid of all this. I can tell that. So now that I have the drums slapping me harder, I can tell that the kick drum pattern is suggesting a rhythm for the bass that
Nice.
is actually quite a bit less busy
Cool.
than what we have been playing.
Cool. Yeah. Like I said, the only real part in the bass I want to, to reference the original are those kind of recurring little riffs that they do, and that's it. Everything else, I'm really happy with how different this turned out than the original. I actually really like that about this song. It's way more like just hard reggae, you know?
Yeah. Good. All right, so that'll be the only part from the original that I'll keep in this bass line, and then
and the only other thing if I were you, I would steal from what I played, unless you come up with something better. I'd be curious to hear what you came up with on your own. I would just listen to the rhythm that I do in those 6/4 parts in the bridge.
Okay.
Only because I want to say I might have edited the drums in a way that were kind of I don't know. I edited them in a way that made playing that easier. So I don't know. Maybe there's another way to do it, but
Okay. Should I wait until we get there to check it out, though?
yeah, definitely.
Or is it like a rhythm that should be incorporated into the other sections also?
Not necessarily. It's just weird because it's 6'4", you know.
All right, let's see.
Is there extra spring happening?
Yeah, that's my spring.
I am not complaining.
Doesn't it sound good?
Do you have the LFO going on that spring?
Yeah, the filter. I have it, but I have it triggered by transients.
Oh, that's cool. How'd you do that?
Yeah, that's the King Tubby sense. So you can do it on the Benny Dub. Do you have the Benny Dub Spring Amp 2?
I don't have the 2. I think I just have the first one.
It might
be
it might
2.
not exist on the first one. So that like King Tubby sound
Totally.
is when the filter. I don't know. I should have asked scientists this but I don't know if he does it by hand or if he designed like a opto circuit that does it, but when the low pass filter on the spring reverb, when it changes on drum hits or on big loud skank dubs, so like big transients that happen in the mix, the filter changes to another frequency,
triggers that filter to move.
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, this one does it with a sensor.
Right.
I don't know if King Tubby did it by hand or not.
Wouldn't surprise me if at least some of the stuff was by hand, because that's one way to do it. Now that's how I'm going to do it. I don't think I've got a transient sensor in mine.
Yeah.
Oh, now I have to buy the second one. Oh, God.
Just when I thought I was done buying gear. Nope.
Yep. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
I love how Silvio, whenever he's talking about the Godfather movies, or all of them, they always go, in 1, or Michael, in 2. They call them 1 and 2.
Yeah, and they never mention the third one.
Right, yeah. They never talk about 3. In 1. Okay.
Oh, God. I miss the Sopranos already.
Okay. I'm going to listen to the pattern without playing, actually. Okay, so I'm in the second one. Oh, then it changes. Okay, so the intro is ba da ba da ba ba da. The verse is different, so let's figure it out. And the chorus goes back to the intro thing. Okay. of stuff that should stay in that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Let's listen through, and we'll stop and punch any moment that is like, whoa, hang on. So just flag anything that you hear that's like, wait, nope.
Okay.
flub note in there.
All right. Overall, I love it. The thing that kept going through my mind listening to the kick and the bass together, it's like pillowy. It's just so like, oh, wow.
It's a nice note for you.
Sample that.
Thanks. Turn off my snap.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding.
That's the sound. That's the bass tone that you want right there, kids. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, the little like polka feel. Okay. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying that was actually relevant to what we're doing?
I just thought it
What?
sounded good
Oh.
until you started doing that.
I like to play.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. So the other thing, I probably should have said this before we listened through actually, but normally what I would do is write an actual part that is the same rhythm, the same exact notes every time through. And this one has some measure of being improvised throughout it.
On your part?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the bass part. Like each time through the chorus is just a little bit different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Normally I don't do that. Normally it's like the chorus is the exact same part.
Totally.
It's like a loop all the way
Yeah.
through. But I think it fits the spirit of the song because it sounds like it was like played at a punk show.
Yeah, it
or
doesn't.
in a punk recording session, you know?
To me, it does not detract at all because it's just grooving really hard. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny hearing you like talk about the patterns and the drums and stuff. I'm like getting a little nervous because I'm like, oh, I wasn't paying attention to that when I arranged this drum.
Oh, when you arranged the drums. Yeah.
So there might be some stuff that I probably could have paid closer attention to, but
That's all good.
for the most part, like just some insight into like how I do this stuff usually.
Yeah.
For the most part, after I'm done locking all of the drums to a grid, I basically listen to the drums in conjunction with the original track, and wherever there's fills or certain spots in the original that are significant drum wise, I try to cobble together something like that out of the drums that we use.
Mm-hmm.
So in
You're
the
a groove
future,
cobbler.
yes, I'm a groove cobbler. In the future,
Yes.
I'm going to pay closer attention to the kick drum patterns in whichever part.
Yeah,
should
I
be
mean,
there.
so like when it fits, when it serves the song, yeah, you should.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't. Like, or I mean, I don't know if it could ever hurt, but it works in this song because it sounds, I don't know, like younger and more like,
It's just loose. It's loose and fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of more like a cocaine vibe. It's just like, just pick up my bass and fucking play it 100
Yep.
times in a row, and it's okay. We're gonna keep take 76. Okay,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no, everything you're doing sounds great, man. It sounds really, really good.
Thanks, fellow guy.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
let's punch this thing. Okay. I don't need to mute those. I'm just going to mute the track. I'm just going to play through it without even listening because I may want to keep way more of this than that.
Mm. Nice. That sounded great.
Yeah. But I could tell just because of that, exactly what we were talking about how it just, it can sound live.
Mm-hmm.
Again, normally I would do a very precise punch right there, but I wanted to just get a new slice of liveness
Yep.
to bookend the mistake.
Yeah.
So let's. Nice.
Nice.
I'll show you this too. The other way to really be able to check how hard is your bass line grooving is to listen to it just the bass and drums.
Totally.
I especially do this on your songs because I know that they're going to end up dub.
Yeah.
So there's a high likelihood that the finished product of this song is going to end up with large sections of it that could be just bass and drums.
Yeah, just drum and bass. I love doing that too.
Yeah. And it just. Yeah.
Yeah.
See how
So
it
good.
sounds like they're playing the same part.
Yep. So good, man. I don't know what it is. The tone of that kick drum with your bass is just like, man, it is like match made in heaven.
Yeah,
They really complement each other really well.
they do.
Like,
Yes.
I can already tell this is going to be a bass line that when I sidechain the bass to the kick, it's just going to be like, man, it's going to be like puzzle pieces just fitting like
Mhm.
perfectly.
Yeah. I think that a lot of that too is how well these drums were recorded.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
these are pretty much what we use exclusively now, unless except for the last EP we did, which was a bunch of crappy 808 rhythms I hammered out. But you know what? We were going for something specific with that, and
Yes.
I think we accomplished it. I'm really happy with how that turned out.
Yes. That was very cool.
And a lot of
Nate
people-
on the drum machine.
Hell
That
yeah.
was very cool. It was amazing.
But yeah, man, I'm real I don't have a whole lot to say because I'm really happy with Your tone, obviously, you're dialing right into the pattern really well. It's not a slave to the original bass line, which is what kind of I intended putting this together.
Yeah.
You're hitting it on all fronts right now.
Okay. Good.
The real question
Sweet.
is, do you want to work around the bridge? Do you
Oh,
wanna,
sure.
you
Yeah,
wanna
let's do
keep
all the
going?
song except for the bridge. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the bridge again.
Yeah, so there's like a solo right there.
Okay.
And then I think this just vamps the chorus till the end.
Oh. Well, that's
That's nice.
easy to understand.
Well, that's nice.
All right, here we go. So it's just an A chord that goes into it? I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Sounds like. Whoa.
What?
All right, I freaking love these big
Oh, yeah.
these things that the drummer does, these big crashes.
Oh, yeah. So sick.
Okay, I definitely need to hit that with him.
It's great because those are great to put at the end of the song, because it's like, I always like the end of songs to feel like everything you've heard throughout the song is now happening all at once, and the drummer is just like emphasizing and enunciating like all that shit. And you know, that's when I love for the drummer to really let loose is stuff like towards the end of the song like this. If you
That's cool.
vamp a chorus like 3 times or something, 4 times.
Yeah, and just so that everybody knows, in all of the Black Market songs, and also the Wise Owl ones too, we both do this. The drummer didn't play the song like that. We move all the parts that he's playing and put them in the different spots in the song where we want. So, yeah, all this awesome stuff that the drummer's doing here is because Nate put it there. All right, here we go.
Sick.
Wasn't mad at that.
No, I think you could nail those big crashes a little tighter, or a little,
Yeah.
I don't know, like purposeful maybe is the word I'm looking for.
Yep. Okay.
Or just make it more obvious that you're like laying into that with him.
Bow, bow. Little bass vibrato. Bow, down.
Yeah, why not?
I might not go that far, but I feel what you mean. Let's try it again.
Sick. Yeah, I love when the drums kind of did that fill there towards maybe the middle of that part.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely matched the drum, the energy in the drums there, where the drums kind of just like, letting loose, going wild, like kind of.
Right.
It's hard to explain, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. He started getting loose, and I was like following him, like like if we were on stage or something.
Yep. And it sounds so good with what Debbie Harry's doing.
Right, because she does it in that moment too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, let's listen through that. I felt like there's just one moment right in here where it gets a little loose. Let me try this. You hear what I mean?
Yeah.
Just might just be that.
Yeah, let's hear that.
That feels pretty natural. That part.
So good.
Yeah.
All that. So good. Nice. One thing I would like that final note to be real short. Just
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. You took the words right out of my mouth, PJ.
Nice. I'm gonna pretend I know what that's referring to. Me. Everyone calls me PJ. It's it's just one of those things that everyone's always done.
PJ. I like that. You know I do. It's the Disney Robin Hood from the 60s.
Oh, wow. Like with the fox?
Yep.
Oh man, that stuff's
Exactly.
so good.
Exactly.
I love that.
That was one of the ones that we had in my house growing up. That's like that one and Sword of the Stone are my favorite. Sword and the Stone are my favorite
Oh
ones.
man, God, Disney. I'm gonna fucking cry. Not really, but
You gonna cry?
no.
Oh, Nate.
Let me just say real quick, Fox and the Hound. That was a major favorite, and that one gets shit on a lot. Anytime you see those stupid BuzzFeed lists, like the best Disney, all Disney movies ranked, Fox and the Hound is like fucking number 90 or whatever.
Yeah,
100.
people hate on that one.
Yeah, it's too bad. I love that one as a kid, but the other one, 101 Dalmatians, it's just
Dude, yes.
my shit.
Great one.
Always been my shit.
I feel like when it comes to Disney movies, especially when you're including the ones made in the last 20 years, like with Disney movies, the fact that they are underrated like helps them be better when you watch them now,
Yeah.
because there's this annoyance factor
Oh yeah.
that is not there for them.
Yes, exactly.
That some of the modern ones, like some of the modern ones can't just be as good as they are because of the annoyance factor that comes along with watching it.
Yeah, like I'll never watch. I'm pretty confident unless I get trapped in a room with my nieces or something, I'll probably never watch Frozen. And I definitely wouldn't voluntarily watch it, not because I'm like against watching it or something. It's just like I've had such an ass load of that movie ever since it came out. I have no idea what it's about. I could care less. It's just like everyone
Exactly.
and their mom has seen it like 1,000 times, and I'm just like, okay, enough. I'm over it. Go away.
I've heard that the new Cruella is amazing and really, really good, and I haven't seen
Really?
it.
I just
I haven't
okay,
seen
okay. I just gotta say, I just want to know, how do you take someone who is infamous for murdering puppies and turn them into a protagonist hero of a movie?
it. Is she supposed to be the protagonist?
It's Cruella. It's her movie.
I think 101 Dalmatians is Cruella's movie also.
Well, sure.
I mean, maybe Pongo is the protagonist, but like she is the human in that movie.
Well, and
There's no other human that's more important than her, right? Or am I
no,
forgetting
the
people?
mom and dad, remember Pongo and I forget the lady Dalmatian's name. They kind of
Right.
play a matchmaker with their two owners, and those two are pretty prominent throughout the movie.
I thought they're in the beginning and the end.
Maybe so.
No, because the whole thing of the movie is when they've been stolen during the period of time when they're away from their owners, right?
Yeah, but like, the part where they play matchmaker is like really good though.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I haven't seen it since I was like 12.
Yeah, I watched
But I
it.
have seen it 800 times though.
Yeah, and same. The last time I watched it actually was for Christmas last year. And it was right after we got my dog Elton, and everyone always confuses him for a Dalmatian, and he just ate that shit up. He loved that movie. It was so wild.
That's
He
awesome.
To see him actually sit for an entire movie. He was sitting right in front of our TV, just staring up at the movie. I'm like, dude.
Like one of the puppies
Like,
in the movie.
Yeah, in the movie, yeah. No, and we got pictures of him like watching the movie.
Wow.
We're just like, dude, wow.
How did he like the scene, which is probably my favorite scene in the entire movie, where all the dogs across London get the call going
I love that shit.
from dog to dog to dog to dog?
He reacts to any dog sound like he has to fulfill his dogness and respond accordingly. So he would howl or woof or whatever, but he doesn't think it's coming from the movie. Like he thinks it's like in the room or outside or something. So he kind of freaks out.
Yeah, like the TV is a window. or something.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder like what the fuck he thinks about. This is a different stream entirely. What do dogs
Yeah.
think about? Anyway, for those joining us, or for
We're
those
about
who
to
are,
play a short bass note.
yeah,
We're about
for
to punch one note.
For those who are imminently about to leave, please don't. We're done talking about 101 Dalmatians.
But also, please share with us your thoughts and opinions on 101 Dalmatians and Disney lists, Disney best of lists.
How about
I agree.
in the chat? Give us your most underrated Disney movie, and I don't want to
Most
hear.
underrated.
I don't want to hear Little Mermaid or fucking any of that shit. Like, give me
Right. The ones that everybody and their niece knows
Give me
are
something.
the great ones.
give
Like
me
we all
something-
know those are the great ones. We all know
Totally.
Aladdin is a great one.
Totally,
you know?
not knocking those at all. But give
Right.
me a tasty choice from the '80s when Disney was like really not at the top of their game animation wise, or like a '60s, '70s one. Like those, that's more the Silver Age. That's not the Golden Age of Disney, And it's
Yeah.
not and it's pre like their big resurgence, and it's definitely now. I don't know. They're all just Pixar movies now, which are good, but.
Right. The lines have started to blur for me.
Yeah, I don't know the difference anymore. They're all just
And every once in a while, yeah, because their style has been, it's a combination of their style has been bitten so hard by so many other people, and that so many of the original artists now work at different studios, combination of those, to the point where
keep going.
movies will come out that are from different studios that hit me just like a Disney movie, and I can't tell that it's not.
Right.
The one that I'm thinking of in particular is Claws.
Claws.
Which
Oh,
is
like the
Fucking
Tim
genius.
Tim the Toolman movie guy?
No, that's the Santa Claus,
Oh.
which I love. But
Okay.
it's with Claus with an E at the end, though.
Oh.
Anyway, what do we got?
John Roy is still in the chat. He's steadfast
Oh, yeah.
chatter. He is said the Rescuers twice now. While we've been
So
talking.
the original Rescuers or Rescuers Down?
I believe it's the original because he says
Yeah.
Bob Newhart and Zsa Zsa Gabor, which, you know.
Well, I think they reprised their roles.
Oh,
in
really?
Rescue Down Under. Definitely Zsa Zsa did.
Yeah.
Definitely. But just knowing what generation you're from, John, I'm guessing that you're talking about the original Rescuers, which I don't think, I think I've only ever seen it one time. And we had the Rescuers Down Under when I was a kid, and I watched that 9 million times.
I feel like that's the one I've seen, and I don't remember it very well.
Marahute. That's one of those ones where, like, every sound effect, every line permanently burned into the memory. And I know we all have those.
You know,
But
it's-
yeah,
you
the
know what's funny?
Rescuers. Dude, those the friggin' albatross guy who's like their airplane. It's incredible.
My mom is in the chat. She's saying my dad is saying Lady and the Tramp, which is another choice Disney movie. That's a good one.
So your one is Fox and the Hound, eh?
Yeah, I mean that was the one. I mean, I'm sure my parents in the chat could corroborate. That was the one I'd be like, again. Like the movie would end and I'd be like, again, another time. Rewind it. Play it again. I just loved it. And it would like make me cry as a kid, I remember. It made me sad.
I mean, that was like that movie showed like the real story of friendship, you know? Like there's hard parts to friendship. There's ebbs to that flow.
There are.
And hardships that you get through together, and periods of time, and you know that whole period of time when they're like trying to kill each other.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Fox and the Hound. I mean, they're kind of pit against each other. My
What a
mom's saying
genius
I
story.
would watch Fox and the Hound 8 times daily. So, what did I tell you? Again. So we promised everyone we weren't going to keep talking about Disney, and since then we've gotten more viewers.
Good. Welcome to the Disney
Welcome
chat.
to the Disney chat where we play bass sporadically.
Yeah, I am all about Robin Hood and the Sword and the Stone.
All right, how about
That's
this?
me.
We've got some more shit in the chat that I'm sure you're gonna want to hear about. Let's finish a bass line,
Yeah,
and then I will update you on.
we're waiting on one note. We just
One
gotta
note,
play
yeah, exactly.
One note here. I should probably make it the right note.
The same as the rest of the song.
The same note that the rest of the band is playing instead
Yeah.
of playing my own note.
Sick. I can live with that.
Yeah, I'm on.
Sounds good.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then we do the edit. Look at the edit, folks.
Wow.
Swoop,
Edit cam.
sweep, 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 sweepity, sweep, sweep, sweep.
Wow. Nice.
That's where it's at.
Oh, you edited the note fade out, not even the transient. That's interesting.
No. That.
Oh,
you
you're right.
mean
You're right. I couldn't see it.
yeah, it was before the.
You're right.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Now that we've gone through a whole bunch of more work, we've also got Escape from Witch Mountain in the chat. That's another John Roy. I don't know if I ever saw that one.
I'm pretty sure that's live action, isn't it?
Is it?
I think that's a live action movie.
John Roy, we need clarification. Also, Groove Stranger, he's been in every one of these chats since we started.
Yes.
So thank you for showing up again. And by the way,
Good to see you, Groove Strange.
Good to see you. And he always is the first to note any technical difficulties that we're not aware of.
Ah,
And I
yes.
I appreciate that a lot because
Yeah, thank you.
even though this is our first time streaming tonight and everything's been going perfectly, if we were having problems, he would have been the one to let me know that. So yeah, we appreciate that.
Was he the one to let you know that we couldn't hear me in our last failed attempt to stream tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about, but yes,
okay.
yes.
Thank you, Groove Stranger.
But he said not Disney, Rock and Rule, an animated rock opera featuring Debbie Harry, believe it or not. So that's kind of cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We may need to do some research on that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you've chosen the fourth Blondie song.
Oh, I
that you're
have.
gonna
I just
do.
haven't started it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, for
Or
anybody
announced it.
that's curious, we want to do this every single Thursday, like without fail. And
Yes.
and you know, doesn't necessarily mean we're always going to have music to work on. So we might watch something. We might do a little commentary track on something fun. We might watch some Star Trek. Maybe we'll watch Escape from Witch Mountain. That sounds kind of
Maybe
fun.
we'll watch. Maybe we'll cry
Maybe we'll cry.
at the Fox and Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just see how many like DMCA takedown notices I can get on my channel.
Yeah. We'll stream
From Disney.
Disney. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna sit and watch a Disney movie on YouTube. See what happens.
Yeah. Well, at least the FBI would tune in and we get some more viewers. That would be cool.
There we go. Hey, we're at 10 concurrent viewers.
Yay.
You guys didn't know that, but that was our goal for tonight, was to get 10 people
was
watching all
10.
at the same time.
Wait, let me. Right, yeah, keep it going. Because I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Ja. Rastafarianism.
Wow. And the viewers dropped to 5.
Nice. Okay. Let's. Can you teach me how to play the bridge of this song?
Yes, sure. Okay, so
I know it
is.
starts
We're
with
back
a-
to 10. I feel like YouTube's just being fucky. Okay, so the bridge, E minor to B, and that's in 4/4.
Mm-hmm. Let me just hear it. E again.
Yeah. D minor
B.
again.
B.
Then F to C. Here's where it gets weird. D minor to B. D flat.
You say D minor to B to B flat?
D minor to B flat. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
So the way I play it, as soon as you get to D minor, I did ba 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 ba. Once you get to
Okay.
you do a little kind of pickup note right into B flat, but that's where the time signature changes.
Oh, because it's like a half of a quarter note,
Exactly.
which would be an eighth note. But yeah.
There you go. And then
That's not a D.
yeah, then G to A after that, but that's in 4/4.
Mega tight.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go, fam. Oh, I'm gonna play the other notes that are correct, though. Wait. There's a nice little. I love that drum gallop.
Mm-hmm.
I love that pattern. The bass has always got to fit in that cranny.
Then
F, C.
F to C, yeah.
That's right. to see one time.
Yep.
Man, they stay on these chords for a long time. We got to figure something else out. Okay, I got all the way to the GA. Let's see how it sounds up until that point.
Up and walk.
You know what appelez-moi means?
No.
It means...
Wow.
That's what it means.
Does it really?
Yes, it does. That's what it means. It means call me. Oh, Polly Walnuts laugh.
You're correct, sir.
Ridiculous. Right, we gotta make this smooth. That doesn't sound very smooth. No, it don't. Fuck it, I'm just gonna play it again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jeez.
That was better. I really liked the 6/4 bar a lot. That sounded sweet.
Okay, nice. I think it's just because... Let's try that. Seems like an awkward thing to play.
Maybe do something different on that turnaround part.
Oops.
Or do like a big bass slide thing. I love those.
Let's see. Whoa.
That was kind of cool. It's not really what I meant, but that's cool.
What did you mean?
I meant like the woo kind of thing.
Boo.
Boo. It was great, except for the wrong notes part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Other than that part, it was good.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, 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 yep.
Yep, 1,000 times.
Bro.
Hey, what do you think about that? I think it's kind of cool. I'm a sucker for that shit, man.
Yeah, it's sweet.
That's a Roots Radix move. It just gets me hype every time
That's
I
true.
hear it.
That's true. And you were all about Flabberholt and Roots Radix.
That's, yeah.
Well, if Nate likes it, then Nate gets it.
Natey like. That was good.
I put in another
Another, what are we gonna call
Flabberholt
that?
slide for you.
A swoop?
Flabba slide.
A flabaslide. I like that. I love that shit, man. Cause like, you know, you can only do that as a rhythm section if you're tight as hell. Like, if you're a bass player and you do that, you better know what's coming next.
Yeah, you
Like,
have to land.
You have to land, yeah, and you can't,
Yes.
and that can't, psych out your drummer or something, or anybody else for that matter.
Oh, true. Yes. Can't send a bad signal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you do that at the wrong moment, that's like a signal that something is about to happen or something is about to change.
Yep. Yeah.
And right.
And when
You
those
have
guys
to know. Yeah.
when those guys would do it, it's like they were so rock solid. It's like it just it's the fact that they were so tight allowed them to do super loose fun things like that, because you know that, like, oh, this is a momentary passing amount of looseness, this is for emphasis, you know what I mean?
It is I think it's the grandfather of the bass drop. It's like a lot of like modern EDM techniques.
Oh, for sure.
It has that same feeling when you are at a show where a reggae bass player is doing that on a large sound system. Because
Massive.
these frequencies, it makes your skeleton do that. It makes your like
Yeah.
body go,
Yeah, it's true.
and then it comes back down to like it lands on a bass line.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
It's fun.
I think I can do it cleaner.
Yeah.
I had the idea, but it got kind of crunched up because I was playing behind the notes of the previous take.
I see.
So,
Well, don't crunch that shit up this time.
no crunch. Crunch free.
It sounds good with that little tom fill too.
Hmm. It does. It does. Okay, let me punch just the end of this going in to this.
I like that because it's like a higher one.
Yeah, I'm starting this. I feel like I'm starting the slide too high. Because the effect of the slide is that you get the low frequencies. It's like, you know, that's what makes it. Well, let's see. Let's try it again.
See, the thing is though,
Yeah, he's playing the toms right
he's
there.
playing the toms right there. Exactly.
Yep.
So the high one actually came through a little easier.
Yep, you're right. The drummer's already taken up all the room for the low slide.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
I like it.
All right.
I like the slippy dippies.
All right.
Slippy dippies.
The Terry folds.
The Terry folds.
Terry fold, 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 Terry fold.
Oh man,
Like these holdy folds. Okay.
that is a long repeat. Man.
Where are we gonna make this edit? This is kind of good. Yeah, that does sound good actually. You're right.
I like it. I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, I've heard that in reggae tunes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see how this sounds without the vocal, like just the band.
Hold up, did we track the whole song? We did, didn't we? Of bass?
We did.
Fuck.
Yeah, here, look. Regard, behold.
Regard.
Well, Debbie Harry was speaking French earlier, so I'm
That's true.
on that tip.
That's true.
So this is the bass that we just did. Yep. We've closed the bridge gap in the middle of the song. That's the whole song. So let's just get a little mix going of like just the rhythm section and see how it sounds. Hey,
A Canadian, what do you say?
what are you saying there, guy? Hey, guy, you need a rest. short stop in there.
Yeah. I'm real happy with that. You are the bass czar. That is your role. If you want to change it, I'm all for it, but I loved that.
Okay, good. Yeah.
That was rude. It was reckless. It was good, man.
I like it too.
Yeah. If it was me, if you're asking me, I say move on. That shit was
the
tight
bass is
as
done.
fuck. Yeah.
I could tell, like, even like it the first chorus of the song wasn't even over, and I like took off. I just put away the bass. It's like,
yeah,
it's over.
yeah. And
Yeah,
now
it's done.
listening to the whole thing like that, there's little things you do in there now that I'm like, oh, I'm always gonna want to hear that now. Like,
Perfect.
I loved it. I love that you get into the bridge with a
Perfect.
slide and you get out of the bridge with a slide. It
I
was
didn't
good
even notice
stuff.
that. That's true. It's bookended with.
It's true, and there's not one in the middle. I almost was expecting one to happen in the middle. I couldn't remember if you put one there or not, but I'm glad you didn't, because I think it's cooler that it's a little story.
Yes,
Sorry.
it's all good.
Wow.
It's all. Let's do. So I realized on that last listen through that it's not the piano that I should do.
Okay.
It's the organ.
Okay. I'm happy. I like that.
This song, I think, can use a bit more of a wild child punk rock
I think you're right.
organ sound.
I think you're
rather
right.
than piano sound.
Yeah. I think you're right. One, I like your organ sound better, and two, it's enough for me. It's like I feel accomplished when I can just play the song all the way through on any instrument, and then I'm like, well, it would be cool if it like sounded like someone good was playing, like it like had flourishes and like fun stuff. But I'm like, I can't fucking do that shit. I'm not gonna do that.
Let's see.
I'm gonna Ja must provide more drinky drink for me.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to set up this organ track here. Oh, wait, Nate, before you go. Oh, you can't hear me because you can only hear me through the headphones. Oh, well. Okay. Record some organ. Nope. Appelez-moi. Is it too far? It is. Something like that.
It's so tight. Why'd you stop? I'm so close.
So close.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were so near.
Yep.
Cheers, everybody.
The Brewha Cam. Over here. Cheers.
What are you imbibing there?
Mill Creek. Easy Days IPA. Where are they from?
When you said Mill Creek, I thought you were talking about Bush Milk.
No, I was not.
It's like, wow.
That is retired as far as I'm concerned.
Wow.
Oh, it's a low-cal IPA. Look at me.
Oh. Oh.
Where is this from? That's what I don't know.
Oh. Let's see.
I don't fucking know where it's from. Oh. Hey, it's a local. Nolensville, Tennessee. How about that?
Let me try this sound. Or this.
That's tough.
It is.
I might be partial to the first one. I'm not gonna lie. Although that second one sounded real good.
Yeah.
So not to put a damper on things, but we are having a bit of a laggy internet on your end.
Oh, okay.
If there's nothing we could do to fix it, it's not that bad. It still sounds really good. That's
Oh,
better.
but you mean
what did
like-
you just do?
Like what I'm playing looks whack.
No, it's just a little choppy. That's way better. What did you just change?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably gonna get funky again. But
Let me see if I have anything else open that I can close.
do you still have
Close that.
loopback closed?
Loopback is still closed.
Okay, good.
I only have open what I'm using.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably a post-stream thing we'll deal with. But it looks good
Alrighty
now.
then. Yay! All right, let's just try one.
All right.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Okay, I may have to do a funky A chord here. That might be too much.
I'm calling it right now. Debbie
Call it.
Harry's gonna listen to this and she's gonna love it.
I think she's gonna love it even more if I turn her voice up a bit while I'm recording.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nate's having fun with his delay. pedals here.
It's possible that there is a small correlation between alcohol and use of my effects.
Could be. Could be.
Maybe.
Nope, that's the other way. Hold up. I need to make my instrument louder.
Man, I'm loving the sound of that organ.
Sounds really good.
It fits the song so well. So like mean and nasty. I
Yeah.
love it.
I think it's gonna get even sick nastier when I need to go for make the Leslie go fast in the chorus. So you know.
Do you have to? Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah! I was thinking laying chords out like that maybe during the bridge or the solo part or something.
What is happening during the solo, by the way? Is there going to be a solo?
To be determined. I can't remember what happens on the original. I'd have to hear it again. But it might be something I do. It might be something you do.
Okay.
We don't know, do we?
We don't. It has to happen right there in that A chord. Like that.
Mm,
You know what I mean, Vern?
yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, a little late.
Crap.
That's tough.
Start. It's very short. So it's longer on the last one. That A chord is twice as long, so it can be like
Yeah. Yep. That's the
because
move.
that's how long they really take to change. Well, some of them, some Leslies change like in an instant, but some of them speed up slowly.
Yeah, because it's a big rotating speaker.
Yes.
Takes time to wind up.
Let's see. What do you think?
Try it one more time. Okay. So this time, this verse into chorus it is short. But there's another
Yes.
one where it's a lot longer, where you could do this move.
Exactly.
So maybe I wouldn't put too much pressure on yourself to accomplish this move on this one,
Okay.
because I think when it's longer, I want to say, is that the first time through or the second time through?
This is the first time, and there's only one other time where it goes from verse into chorus. And
Okay.
that is the long one.
Yeah. So I would, here's what I think you should do. Save this move for the second time.
Okay, so I should just keep bubbling and
Just-
change speed
Yeah.
without.
Sure. Yeah, you could change speed still if you want, but just keep bubbling. Lay out the chord the second time.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I forgot what I'm playing. Oh, I keep forgetting that when I don't mute my mic, I'm recording my mic
Oh,
into the
God.
song.
How many takes have we done with that?
Well, so all of the bass. So,
Oh
so here, I'm gonna mute my mic, and this is what the bass track sounds like.
Oh no.
So for that, I don't think you're going to be able to notice, especially.
Probably not. I can filter that top end out.
Yeah,
Probably.
if you seriously here, you can't see what I'm doing. If you just straight up do one of these and edit it right up to when the note starts, you know, if there's nothing in the pre-roll.
Yeah, I
With
did
the
notice
bass,
it before.
Yeah, you'll never hear it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the organ, we should keep it out.
Yeah. Why does it do that? Why does it record both inputs?
It's because here.
The way we have it set up.
That's the way I have it set. So this is my mixer that all of my stuff comes in, all my inputs, including this mic. This mic that I'm talking into is my vocal mic that I record vocals with.
Oh, I think you got to change camera to see the mixer view there.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. You right.
There we go. Ooh, this is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is my mixer right here. All of the bass, the guitar, the keyboards, all the keyboards that I have, and my microphone. There's my mic. Ha, ha, ha. Go into this mixer. So whenever I record, no matter what instrument I'm recording, I pick the same inputs in the computer.
I see.
So while my mic, and this is my
So
compressor here.
you're recording like the main out of your board, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
All my recording inputs are whatever is coming out of the mixer. So while my mic is unmuted, that is also going in and getting
I almost
recorded.
could you put like a gate on your mic so you don't have to fiddle with it?
I could if I had a hardware one.
Yeah, you would need.
I don't think I have a hardware gate.
Future streams.
Future. Okay, so we're gonna redo this organ.
All good. Let's do it.
You ready to rock?
Yeah. It's good.
I need to play through that. Hang on.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That was pretty dope. Was your was the modulation wheel like fully open at the end there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. I think there was one verse into the chorus that there was like an A that was a little bit late.
Okay.
I think it might have been the first time through. Check both of those. That would be my only note, really.
Okay. Oh, that's something else. Let's bring it up. See, I could probably show you what I'm doing. This does sound good. You mean like when the A starts is late?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Try that otra vez.
Yeah,
Like that.
mucho better.
Mucho better. That was
It was better.
racist how you said that. Nate.
Hey, that was a callback to the last Blondie song where she uses the word mucho in the lyrics, Brandon.
Oh, she does?
Wow.
That's crazy. I'd never noticed. She speaks Spanish in that one. She speaks
In-
French in this one.
Yeah. In Heart of Glass, she says, mucho distrust, blah, 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 blah. I never heard it as mucho before until I started working on this, but it's mucho.
She really like sings those lyrics with a mouthful of marbles in Heart of Glass.
Yeah, and she's in
really
that
like, blah,
insane.
blah, 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 blah.
She's in that insane head voice too. That it's just like, wow, how do you even sing like that?
Mm-hmm. And she says bullshit in that song too, doesn't she?
She does. I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, one of the lyrics because you know it's like it's like she tried to be a free spirit, but it turns out she got her heart broken. Trying out being a free spirit. You know? Heart of glass. Turns out had a heart of glass. And yeah, one of the lyrics was like turns out it's all bullshit, or something like that.
I'd have to listen to it again. I don't remember.
Or full of shit.
Yeah,
It's either full of shit or bullshit.
That's
something
awesome.
like that. If anybody, let us know in the chat.
yeah, please. And see, that's how you know she was like in her mid-30s or so, because like a little, you know,
Yeah,
a little fresh off the bus, you know,
yeah.
her
19-year-old from Iowa.
yeah first day in New
She would
York
only be
City.
singing it if somebody wrote that song for her.
Yeah, exactly. Debbie Harry living in New York for a decade plus.
Yeah, that's the song that somebody in their 30s writes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good shit.
All right, let's hear this. I mean, obviously it's going to be much down in the mix. Let's try what it's like down
Maybe.
in the mix.
Yeah, that's good shit, man.
All right, so now we do the bridge.
the bridge. Okay, yeah, this is where we have to make some choices here. When I think the bridge and or solo could use some like fully laid out chords like that, but let's think here. Okay, I think you should do it on the solo part. So when when the bridge repeats, that's when I think you should lay the chords out. Or I don't know. What do you think? Can you pull up my old organ track, the temp one?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to hear what I did, because I feel like whatever I did is what I was thinking sounded better, because I made a choice to do one way or the other when I played that part.
One way and the other.
I can't
Nate's
wait.
gonna play organ. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Let's listen through to the solo part. Okay.
Yeah, it just goes back to rhythm.
Yeah, I see what I did.
This is really good.
Okay, so I okay, now I know what I did. I didn't do anything that I said I thought I did. Okay, so basically though, I think you should So I think you should replicate that in your own way. Don't necessarily do exactly what I did or anything. But if you do lay out chords, do it right away, and then go to just straight like hard bubble during the solo.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, be looser, have more fun the first half. Yeah. Cause yeah, this is the part where she's singing in French and she's, it's fun. It's like teasy. It's, it's sexy. It's fun.
Okay. Teasy. Sexy.
Teasy, sexy.
Got it. Okay, that came sooner than I thought. Hi-oh. Okay.
That's sick.
Something
man.
like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's delicate. You're kind of dancing around around the lyrics. I like it. You're
cool. Okay, good. We're on the right way.
Yeah, tiptoeing. Filling the space. Mucho good. We have a robust chat. I'm very, very pleased with the chat tonight.
Robusted on me, man.
Lots of good suggestions for more female artists that we could do in the future. Pretenders and Suji and the Banshees, both really, really
Wow.
awesome suggestions.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why like 70s, 80s punk and new wave is like such a good mix for this project. Maybe I need to branch out more. I don't know, but like, man, every single time I dip into that era, it's just like so good. And this is just completely confirming that for me. All this Blondie stuff is just like, this is some of my favorite stuff I've ever done already. It's not even close to being finished.
Wow. Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, it's coming out really good, man.
Mm-hmm.
These songs lend themselves to it. And, yeah, just a female vocal sounds so good on your style.
Ooh, Freda Girls, who has been in the chat every week as well, is saying Eurythmics. That would be super fun. Oh man, that would be so perfect for dub. It'd be like it's like made for dub.
I'm totally into that. Would it count if we did Walking on Broken Glass?
I don't know if
It's an Annie Lennox song. It's not Eurythmics.
Oh, why not? Yeah.
But
I would do Annie Lennox as...
Oh, God, gang, 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 good, gang.
Yeah.
That would be tight.
Because, you know what? It's not going to be... If we do it, it's not going to be much more than Annie Lennox anyway. We're not going to use the rest of the band.
Right. Yeah. What's his name? It's one other guy. It's Stewart.
Yeah, I'm
Something
not sure.
Stewart.
Who knows? Maybe
he's a Scottish guy.
Maybe
Well, they're
there's
both Scottish, but yeah.
maybe there's little synth things we could snag from it, but it'll be mostly Annie Lennox anyway.
Yeah.
She's badass too, man. Really good female suggestions,
Yes.
and I need it because I'm
Annie
like
Lennox.
I have to make up for a lot of lost time of doing 0 female artists until this one.
Is this the first
This-
female artist?
This is the
Okay,
first one.
I'll tell you what's been
I'm
throwing me off.
borderline ashamed.
I'll tell you what's
frankly.
been throwing me off is that is Talking Heads, because for me, Tina Weymouth is like
Yeah,
the dopest member of the Talking Heads. She is one of
I
my
agree.
favorite bass players of all time.
I agree. Everybody else in the band
Yeah.
is like really good and really cool. And I'm counting.
They all are.
I'm kind of aside from David Byrne because he's like a space alien, so he's like amazing.
Yeah,
But like,
yes.
as far as just like the band members go, she is like,
It's all about Tina.
oh man, she is.
Yeah.
She's the best part of the band, like
Yeah.
for sure.
She's one of the most influential bass players for me, man.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of my idols for sure. So
Absolutely.
I think it's because of her that it hasn't like stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Yeah.
that they've been missing.
Yeah.
That and David Bowie's androgyny, kind of.
Yeah,
maybe?
totally.
I
Yeah.
think that's part of it.
Yeah. He's another space alien.
And you've done Michael Jackson. You've done some strongly androgynous artists.
For sure, and like Elton John, I think you could make an argument is pretty
Yeah.
androgynous.
Yeah, when he was hitting the international success, androgyny was part of his like stage, like part of the show, part of the stage performance, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something about those like kind of singular artists who have that kind of vision that's like beyond like what a normal band would do, or even like what a normal person would do. It's like they're thinking like way outside the box. They're coloring way outside the lines. And those are the kind of artists that like pull in from so many genres that like make doing this kind of stuff it makes it work, I think,
Yeah.
because they're pulling in from places where
Okay. Wait, I got you.
I see.
I got you.
Yeah, they're pulling in from influences where it's just friendlier territory for reggae, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really interesting. I don't even know how to account for it in a scientific way, or how to prove it, but it seems like artists who do that, like you're talking about, the Beach Boys also fit into that. Who you've done, the Clash.
Yeah, Clash, a
They're-
great example.
like all the artists that you've done were people who were reaching beyond what the accepted definition of where a band is supposed to look for musical
Yeah.
input.
Yeah, which kind of it gives me more confidence to do it because, like, especially like with the Clash, I'm like, who's gonna hate on me for remixing the Clash's reggae? Like, they loved reggae, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, they'd be all for it, if they knew about it.
That might be part of it, is that what you do to their music, it fits the original feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel divorced from the original spirit of the music with all these artists that you've picked,
Yeah,
like it even the ones that are dead, it seems like something that they would do and that they would say yes to,
or at least would think is cool or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while, I don't get like notifications on Bandcamp when people like leave like a comment under the album, but for whatever reason I love when people do that, because those are like the official like reviews that everyone who listens to the album sees like right away. So I always love when people post stuff like right on the page there. But that is kind of the big overall gist I get from a lot of those comments, is just like people really loving that it pays homage to the original, but it's obviously something really different. But yeah, I don't know. I appreciate that people get that out of it, because it's, definitely trying to do this in the most like respectful, cool way as possible, because when we were starting out doing this, I remember hearing I remember just being like, oh, David Bowie and dub, like, it's probably been done 1,000 times. And I looked stuff up and I was like, whoa, this is bad. There's a lot of bad stuff. Like, people did
Right.
it, but it was
Right.
like shitty. It was really shitty. And
Yeah.
so
Like
we're
little hobby experiments.
yeah. So yeah, we're trying to avoid the shitty stuff, ideally.
Yeah, or like that's been my older brother's, like, he's not like the quintessential older brother that's always like giving advice on stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but when he does, the thing that has stuck out to me the most is when he said, like, well, if you're gonna play music, just don't make it suck. Just like do music that's good.
Yeah.
Don't do anything that sucks. If it sucks, don't do it. He said that to me one time,
Yeah, I believe it.
and I was like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
And
And
But
that's very
I-
sage advice. In a lot
it
of
is.
ways.
I think it's pretty profound, actually.
It is.
It-
Because
it-
it's-
because I started thinking about, like, what if I didn't do things that suck? Like, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll try that.
I'm all
If
for
it
it.
sucks, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm all for not doing it if it sucks. That's great advice. Oh man. Well, so the organ sounds absolutely killer. Way better than mine. I'm really glad you replaced it. Bass is killer. I wouldn't hate dealing with the solo itself another time or off stream, because we can't listen to the original right now, and we don't
Right.
know.
We need to listen to the original.
Yeah, I
have no
don't really
idea.
remember what happens right there.
Yeah.
But I remember it's something cool. The other thing you talked about doing was maybe like a stick thing or a guitar thing,
Yes. Yes.
which I think is a great idea. And it's another part that I kind of stopped doing stick lines, because one, I think a stick line should play off the bass line at least a little bit, not the whole time necessarily.
Yeah.
But
Well,
two,
yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's literally the
totally,
bass line.
it is yeah, exactly. A lot of times it is the bass line, and that's a thing. But for this one, just the way we had you play the bass part, it's probably not going to really be possible because it's the parts, the bass part's pretty loose, you know, with the drums, and it's not. It's kind of like what
Right.
you said. Like the chorus kind of isn't like static. It doesn't like repeat exactly the same way every time or anything. So I feel like in the spirit of the song, you know, you could definitely get loose with it. But, you know, the other reason I like having you do it is just because, frankly, I think I love my reggae skank tone. I love it.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
it. I
Sounds perfect.
yeah, I'm really pleased with it. But playing stick parts through that same setup, I've tried.
You don't think it sounds good?
I don't like it. No, I'm
Hmm.
not. It doesn't sit in the mix well, like at all. It's
Okay. Try different pickups, different pickup.
Oh yeah, no, I almost always track stick parts before I send you stuff, but I never
Yeah.
send them to you because I just I
Oh.
don't like it, and I know I'm not going to use it, you know, and because I just
No,
really
sir, don't
like
it.
I really like not only your stick playing but your stick tone. I think is just it's killer. It's better than what I can achieve here, so I'd rather have you do it
Okay.
if it's gonna be there at all, you know.
Yeah. I feels you.
Yeah.
I feels you. Let's see.
Also, if anyone in the chat has questions about any of our terminology or anything, like skanks and sticks and whatnot.
Skanks and stick. Yeah. I know. When you start learning Jamaican music,
Mm-hmm.
everything is about skanks and sticks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The skank is like the
and
main.
and they mean completely different things than what they mean in California
yeah.
terminology.
Yeah. We're not talking about loose women and country living. We're talking about other stuff with reggae. It's different.
Yeah. Skank is the
Yep.
guitar that plays that thing. That's the skank.
The
Or-
2% of reggae that 90% of people know.
Yes. Yeah. The thing that one of the main things that makes reggae and the piano skank.
Yep.
And then the stick is like the skank stick.
Yep.
Stick.
Yep.
But yeah, so let me show you with my camera why this stick sounds so good. Dog.
Yeah, we're getting a question in the chat. More
Mhm.
specifically, what stick? So we'll dive into it right now as Brandon kind of shows us
more
his
specifically.
setup.
Okay. So, oh geez, I hope it's not too dark to see.
It's
It
a little
probably
dark.
is.
Yeah, I can't really see what's
Crap.
going on.
It's way in the back there, but that is a Ampeg V4B.
Oh yeah, we can kind of see it.
You can sort of see in this like weird, like undersea, like we're in the one of those submarines that goes down to the Marianas Trench and finds the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an amp head that was made in 1971, and it's very detailed sounding.
And it's got really beautiful like low mids and high mids. Like it's this really nice. Yeah, like right in the middle of the frequency range. That it's just like it's really nice.
and when you hit the notes hard, they smooth out, they flatten out like butter melting in a pan. You know, guitar amps that aren't made as well, when you hit notes hard and soft next to each other, they really stand out and they sound really different. And the differences between the hard and soft aren't very graceful.
Yeah.
And this just sort of like
Yeah, you're right. There is a really
puts
even
a blanket over everything.
There's a really even dynamic to it, which
Yeah.
is really nice and probably great for your bass playing. You know, for when you play bass to that thing.
I don't record bass. I only use this for guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but
But
it does. And the reason why is because when you play a bass through this, it sounds a bit more like a guitar. So if I'm gonna record some like rock, if we were doing an actual punk song, I'd probably record the bass through this.
Nice.
Because it sounds like that, and it does have the same
Kind of-
flattening, smoothing
Yeah.
effect on it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is stick? What exactly is stick? Okay. Let's bring up the song. Beep-ball.
Yeah, we're gonna have Brandon play a stick part right now. So
Yes.
it's loosely put, it's kind of like the guitar. It's a separate guitar part from the main like reggae rhythm. That's kind of riffing off the bass part. That's kind of its main job. It might double the bass. It might kind of play around what the bass is playing. It might be more like Peter Tosh. It's more of like a lead thing, but it's kind of lead for just like for color, for like little fills. It's not like a typical lead part, you know, where it's like super front and center. It's there just to like
Yeah.
add color.
Yeah, reggae is interesting because in American music styles, there's rhythm guitar and there's lead guitar. There's two.
Yep.
There's a guy or a guitar that is providing chords and a music bed, or participating in a music bed. And then there's a lead guitar that is playing like melodies, or it's playing solos, or both throughout the song. But in Jamaican music, there's three. There's rhythm, who's playing the skank. This is Nate's guitar skank with the drums right here. That's a guitar skank.
Yep.
Then there is like a traditional lead guitar, like how we understand it in American music, who plays solos and stuff like that. But there's another guitar part that is doing stuff like this. Something like that.
Yeah.
So in the band, that's a different person than the person who's playing the guitar solos.
Yep.
There's like a person in the band who just only does that,
Yeah.
and that is called guitar stick.
And
And,
it's
as you
sick.
listen through all of your Jamaican recordings, you can hear that part a lot.
Yeah, I remember when Brian Wallace first kind of showed me how to play reggae. I remember going home and being, for the first time, being able to clearly articulate, like being able to pick out stick parts from stuff I was listening to, and just being like, "Holy shit! I want to be a stick player. That's what I want to do.
Right? Yeah.
Like that's what I want to be. That's the guitar
Yes.
player I want to. I want to be the stick player. Like that's so
Yes.
fucking cool." Now
Yes.
the way it's worked out, I'm much more closer to like the lead guitar camp. Although I love playing stick and I have a lot of fun doing it, I'm never satisfied with my stick playing to the point that I'll actually use it very often. Um, but yeah, I've always found Brandon's stick playing to just be really, really wonderful. So
Thanks, dog.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, a lot of times and in a lot of songs, what the stick guitar is doing is literally playing the same thing as the bass.
Yeah, the
So,
exact same
like,
thing.
Like something like. That's like the most common thing that you'll hear.
We've got a
Sorry,
great question from Groove Stranger. Do you do some kind of palm muting to get the thumpy stick sound?
That is exactly what you do.
Yeah, that's another huge part of playing stick.
That's
almost
exactly.
like the main. Wow.
That is exactly how you get
it. Someone asked a really good question.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's like a huge component to playing stick. That's like how you get the sound in a lot
let's
of
see
ways.
if I can.
Oh yeah, this is a good view.
So yeah, this is with no palm muting. If you play it. So that it just doesn't sound right.
A little disappointing sounding.
The palm mute, yes. Stick part, like your palm just stays in palm muting position the entire time, pretty much. So.
Yep.
And a big part of that sound too is the spring reverb.
Yeah.
Like if you take the spring reverb off.
Still
It's
cool.
cool.
Still cool, but the spring is like that's yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty crucial.
And that's also the palm muting is also true for all the other parts like that. All that stuff.
Yeah.
It's constant palm muting.
Yep.
So
Should be noted too, while we're talking a bit about spring reverb, that's the only reverb I use on this stuff. I don't use I don't use any other kind of reverb but spring. It's like the classic reggae sound.
yeah, there really is no other kind of reverb that's used in like roots reggae, like really traditional reggae.
Maybe Marley might have done some kind of like plate or something every once in a while. I want to say like Exodus had a lot more like lush reverb
Chris
sounds.
Blackwell did. Yeah,
Right.
because of how much of those records were made in London and New York. Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of that stuff was American and British session musicians playing on that stuff, and it was mixed by like English dudes. And yeah, they Bob Marley's records, especially the mid to later ones,
Yeah.
have a lot of plate reverbs.
The ones where he really went in to accomplish a lot in the studio. Like he really used the studio like as an instrument. That's where he borrowed a lot from like contemporary rock music, in like studio techniques, like, and made everything sound super super clean, and yeah, kind of got away from the spring sound a little bit more, and yeah, like you said, it's probably a big part of it's just where he was doing it. He wasn't recording in Jamaica; he was recording in London or England or wherever.
Well, they do the initial backing, like rhythm section tracks in Jamaica, and then take them to London or New York,
Yeah.
and finish them there, and mix them there, and bring in session musicians and whatnot.
Yeah.
And another band who use things beyond spring reverb and whatnot is Third World.
Ah.
They were like the Pink Floyd of Jamaica.
That's cool.
They were the like recording studio as an instrument, like super high levels of production value and songwriting and like whole like long intros with sound effects and you know.
I've never really gotten into them. Now you're selling them for me like big time. The Pink Floyd of Jamaica, dude. Oh fuck.
Maybe
on
one
board.
of these streams, one of these Thursday night streams that we do, maybe when we don't have music to work on, we could do like a listen through, like album
cool.
recommendations or something.
Ah, that'd be cool. We each come with like a record that people should check out.
Yes.
Something like that. That'd be cool.
Since we're talking about this, then we could start with 96 Degrees in the Shade
Word.
by Third World.
I probably would pick man, what is it called? I just bought it on vinyl recently. I'll know it from the cover.
Yeah, while you look it up. Third
Yeah.
World is cool because like their production value and the songwriting and everything, like it doesn't fit with their contemporaries. Like all the other roots reggae artists that were going on at that time, it really sounds like it was made in another country. It sounds like it was made by like Jamaican dudes who were living in England or something.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was made like at the same studios that all these other dudes made their stuff at. But yeah, I don't know. They just wanted a different sound, you know.
I'm spacing on the one I'm trying to recommend, but I will I'll get it for you after the stream. I just have to go look at my record collection.
All right.
But yeah, that's a fun idea. Do some listening to some records.
Even though what Nate and I really want to do is watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine. That's
Really?
what we really want to do.
You have no idea how much we've talked about just doing that. Like,
And not doing music at all.
yeah, frankly. Sorry.
And just Star Trek.
Black Market's cool, but like, have you guys seen Star Trek?
Exactly.
Like, for real.
Exactly.
Have you guys watched Deep Space Nine? Because we haven't. That's why we want to watch it.
Right. We're huge fans of The Next Generation.
Yeah.
And we want to do a first time watch through of Deep Space Nine. Okay, so I need to remember this again, but the main reason why I wanted to do this is because there's a and again we can't play the original. Normally we would just listen to the original Blondie song right now and learn how to play this, but maybe I can look up the tabs, but it's really hard to pick it out without being able to listen to it.
Yeah.
But there's a guitar rhythm that happens in the little interstitial parts in the intro.
Play it on your phone. It's not gonna get picked up too much. It's not a big
You
deal.
don't think so?
No. Just do it.
Okay. Here, hang on. I'm gonna put whatever. I'm just gonna play it and mute my microphone.
That's
while I
fine.
listen to
Yeah.
it.
That's fine.
Keep it all to myself.
I've got plenty of ways to keep people entertained. Who needs Brandon? Am I right? Jeez.
Something like that.
Yeah.
know, it,
Ooh.
you recognize it, right?
Oh no, I know exactly what. Yep.
Let's see. It's a.
Woo.
So much faster.
It's a little busy, I would say. I would say
'Cause the
to-
tempo's faster.
yeah, the tempo's a bit faster. I would give yourself a little bit of a break and don't be so married to how it sounds on the record. Just
Oh yeah.
like pay tribute to it, but you know.
Yes. Give thanks and praise, but it's like
man.
George Costanza does Rastafari. I mean, sure, don't get me wrong. Give thanks and praise. But
Wow. Okay, I kind of like the higher strings better, but I like that you're playing. Yes. Yes. Maybe if you can make the bop bam bam, if you can make those kind of more chordy, or yeah. Yeah, I like that.
yeah, that's where it's
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
That's where it's at. Oh, shit. Started playing something else there. Oh. Okay. You guys want to see something cool?
Mm.
So this is how I get one of the ways to get a very cool guitar sound using impulse responses.
Oh.
So this is that's a dry guitar, yes?
Mm.
So I'm going to show you a little template that I made.
What? This is cool.
So what you've got is there's this thing, it's called an impulse response.
Mm.
So somebody took like a scientific sample of an acoustic space. And you can do this with any sort of space. So you can take like if you want to make a recorded sound like it's happening in your bathroom, but not just any bathroom, literally your bathroom in your house.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there with a little machine and a special microphone, and you make like a sound. You go beep. You make a sound, and you have your special microphone record the way that that sound sounds in your bathroom, right?
And maybe even like big sweeping frequency sweeps. They do that a lot too.
Oh, and that too, right? Yeah, the
Yeah.
so that you can get a sample of what it sounds like, how that bathroom sounds, how it responds to like every frequency, low, mid, high, everything, right? And then you get a thing that looks like this. And then you can play back any of your sounds that you have, and it sounds like it's in your bathroom. You can do that with a parking garage. You can do that with a hollow tube. You can do that with anything.
Yeah. Just to add, really anything. I remember
Literally anything.
literally any space you could do this in and have a replicatable reverb model of that space on your computer. So like for example, like when I was in college, I had an assignment, like a mix assignment, and I had just discovered Altiverb, which is like the
Yes.
king of doing all this shit.
Yeah.
And I was just scrolling through, and I was like, why not use the inside of the Pyramid of Giza as my reverb sound?
Exactly. And it actually is
Yeah,
the real Pyramid of Giza,
Yeah,
because somebody went there and took a sample
and
of
did
it, took
that.
an impulse response.
Yeah. And you can imagine this comes in super handy in post-production stuff too, because it doesn't have to be that ridiculous or silly. It could be like, I remember
Yes.
scrolling through our Altiverb, which is a tool that a lot of like post-production like film people would use.
Yes.
Like it'll be like 1997 Toyota Corolla, and it's the interior of what a 1997 Toyota Corolla sounds
and
like.
there's one for front seat, there's one for back seat.
Totally. And it's because when you're making a movie and you have to do ADR and you've got characters who maybe they're driving around in a 1997 Toyota Corolla, maybe they didn't speak their lines quite right, or you want to just overdub it, but you also want to maintain that sense of space of that specific car. There's an impulse response for that.
I'll tell you, because I mixed independent movies for like 4 years, and even the dialogue that was actually recorded there in the space, in the car or in that room, I used Altiverb and used these impulse responses for living rooms, kitchens, cars. There's impulse responses for outdoors. You can sample what it sounds like when you're standing in an open grassy field. And I'm telling you, like, that is the realism. When you put all the sounds, all the dialogue, all of the sound effects, everything that's happening in that movie, that's happening in the space that your eyes are seeing, the realism goes away when you take away this special kind of reverb that you do. Everything just becomes convincing when you put it through this.
Yeah.
And it instantly sounds fake when you take it away.
Yep.
So,
Because it is.
what I have here is a series of impulse responses that somebody took of a guitar amp in a room.
That's cool.
with a specific kind of microphone. So I have one here, which is of a SM57 that is placed in front of the guitar speaker in the center. This is a U87 microphone that is up close to the guitar speaker but slightly off to the side. This is an impulse response of two NT5s that are in a room that are far away from the guitar speaker. And this is an impulse response of two more U87s that are far away in the room.
Wow.
So
That was very clever. And
So Let me show you. So again, this is what it sounds like.
Totally dry.
Totally dry. Okay. So now, this is
57. Ooh. Oh, wow.
and now you can mix it. There's the 57.
Mm-hmm.
Blend in a U87.
Wow.
That's just the U87.
Any producers out there, you better be taking notes right now. This is
This is
crucial. This is some crucial knowledge Brandon is dropping right now.
now we're gonna bring in the room mics. You hear how it just got stereo? If you guys are wearing headphones, you can especially hear how
I heard it.
all of a sudden it becomes. So that's the sound of the microphones in the room, and this is the sound of the U87s in the room. So that to me sounds like we recorded a guitar amp with 6 microphones, which is how you would do it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, if we were in a studio and money wasn't an issue or anything like that, or time or whatever, we would absolutely why not? Absolutely do like a 57, a 121, maybe mic the back of the cab. Definitely do some room mics. Why not do some stereo mics? Like, I mean, it's one of those things that, it's hard. When you're in a studio, hell yeah, do it. But when you're at home, it's like, unless you're really clever like Brandon. Oh, man. I love that. That's one of the coolest tricks I've seen in a while.
That's pretty sweet, right?
It's good. That's a really
this
good
one
idea.
weird trick.
This one weird trick that room mics hate.
Yeah. Room mics hate him.
By the way,
Yes.
I have to mention, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but are you ready for a little blast from the past?
Yes.
Our good buddy, Miles, who stayed with us when
Hell
we
yeah.
made the Twilight Zone EP, the 3 of us. Miles is in the
Mired.
chat. Mired, exactly.
What up, Miles?
He says
Nice.
hi, and I suggested, who knows, maybe someday we can have guests on this show or something, and he'd be a really cool one to have. We could do a
Yeah,
little
absolutely, man.
Twilight Zone rehash.
Exactly. All we gotta do is get him in that Discord, get him in that Source
Yep.
Connect, and
Exactly.
there we go.
But yeah, Mired is a classic Black Market collaborator, contributor. Love to see him.
That's a good one. If you haven't heard the Black Market Twilight Zone one from like 2017 or something like that, that's one of the greats.
It is, and it's super. If I can say there's any Black Market release that is underrated, that's the one. The first Twilight Zone one is
Right.
so sick. It's, to this day, it's still some of my favorite stuff that we've done together.
Yeah. What was that? The wind.
Yeah.
You're a bug, Mr. Wordsworth.
I can't believe you remember that. That's
the
so
guy
good.
who fucking
Oh,
like
man.
the only man left in the world who can see the value of books, and his name is Mr. Wordsworth. Oh my god.
Oh man.
On the nose, don't you think? Right. Okay, let's try this. Y'all ready?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have anything record armed.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well,
thing doesn't happen again. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you? That's your voice through your impulse responses. Is that what's going on?
Nah. Is it? Huh.
I imagine that's.
Whoa.
Why else would it sound like
Whoa. You're
What?
right. That's exactly what it was.
that?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, because your voice is going through that same guitar mic track.
So so if I had plugged a microphone into that guitar,
That's wild.
wow. I thought you were doing that to me
No.
on your mixer
No.
on your end.
You know, that's a good vocal sound for like some kind of crazy 80s production or something you could probably do. That was a wild sound.
It's kind of gatey.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, whatever. Do you like the sound if I'm just picking through it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't think it has to be anything super specific.
Yeah, just having something be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a texture.
Okay. Let's try it.
And then that happens.
It does it again there, right?
Yeah,
That's where it goes to bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop.
yeah.
Like that tom beat or whatever, right?
Yeah, it happens a lot in the song.
Okay. So pretty much whenever Debbie's not singing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Okay.
Flubba Holt doing the flubs. Flub.
Flop. Flop.
Flub. It's all good. Yeah. That sounded great, man. That was great. Yeah, that was really
Wah
good,
wah wee
man.
wah. That's a Ja Rastafarianism. Whoa. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we are hitting levels of jaw we haven't seen, and I don't even know when.
I know. When was the last time you saw such levels of jaw? That sounds like a Viceroy song. Levels of jaw.
Oh my god, I wish. I would love it. Oh man.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Oh, I just remembered what they do on the solo.
What did they do on the solo?
It's a big, almost like Rush sounding like synthesizer. It's cool.
Ooh.
I don't know if we
Tight.
would necessarily do that. I think maybe we could do it with the organ instead, but it's something you'd have to listen to hear what they do or what they
Good.
play.
Let me play it on my phone again. Let's hear it.
We're having Brandon listen to the original, but you can't hear it or we'll get in trouble. YouTube will say no. Bad streamers.
Yes, it's very awesome.
Yeah.
But possibly play it on an organ
Mm-hmm.
or on a synthesizer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to do that another time.
That's fine.
That's gonna,
It's a wild one.
yeah, that's a whole thing doing the solo to this song. But let's listen back to this. Let's see what we got, y'all.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say provide me with the tunes. Are we doing a straight just listen back?
Yeah.
Final product, listen
But who
back?
do we know that can provide though?
Oh gosh.
Do we know
Yahweh?
anyone?
It's not Yahweh. God, I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. Man. It's Santa Claus? No.
Santa
Ah.
Good.
Oh boy.
Hang on. Let's get our sound right. What?
I just levels of job, man. We're reaching
Oh,
peak,
yeah, yeah.
peak,
Yeah, the jaw. It's strong.
peak levels.
Hang on. I think there was a better. I think this other one was cleaner. Yes, it was. Oops. Sometimes you double click when you mean to click and drag, you know?
Man, story of my life.
Yeah, which is kind of a thing about life, I think. Okay, let's get a little mix going here. Nate says, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Levels of satisfaction.
Okay. I know what the problem is now.
What?
We need to compress this guitar a bit because
I might have
It's
just
the-
sent it
this-
to you a little low or something. Oh, are you talking about the stick?
yes,
Yeah, stick for sure.
yeah, because it's the same part on the same track is going between this blap blap blam blam like this.
Ooh, do you
lead
use
thing.
those DBX 160s ever? Those are cool.
I personally am not a huge fan of the plug-in version.
I
Honestly.
I ask only because I almost bought. I found a pair of an old,
Oops.
of the old hardware version, the original DBX 160,
Oh, that's cool.
and I really wanted to get it, but I just couldn't do it.
I have a pair of the DBX 160As right
Mhm.
here.
Those are really really popular.
They are because they're the first generation of the new generation before they completely changed.
Right.
Like all the other ones after that are kind of whatever. But this thing is the most magical
I've never
guitar
seen this before.
flattener. Dude, Renaissance. These Renaissance compressors are the shit.
Wow.
This one, Axe, it's made for guitars. This is the most easy and high qual guitar straightener outer that I know of.
Wow.
So here, let's go back to the
That's
beginning.
really nice.
Yep, one compressor. See?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. It just sits right in there now.
Exactly. Okay.
Wow.
Now let's bring in Debbie. Let's do a listen through.
Yeah.
ding ding dang, ding ding dang dang ding ding, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tight.
So good.
That high bass slide into the low F note.
So good. Wow. You know what that means, folks?
Is that how you say it? That's a ja? You just say Rastafari.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty
It's pretty
sounds
tasty.
pretty good, man.
Very tasty. I'm sorry. Just Ja Rastafarianism was like plastered across the screen for a second. It was making me laugh.
Oh, it was did my stuff freeze?
It's I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little stuttery all night.
Oh,
hasn't,
boy.
It hasn't been it hasn't been worth stopping the session, and everybody in the chat is like, nah, whatever, it's fine, we get it. So it's not a huge deal, but we'll deal with it.
Lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We'll get it figured out for future streamages, which we will be doing every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday night.
Every Thursday we're doing this on YouTube. We're gonna figure out ways to bring it to more platforms in the future, I think, as well. But for now, we're gonna really get our reps in on YouTube while we still need to figure out what the hell we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, we ought to figure out how to not have the video be skippy.
Yeah. Or maybe for once we can start a stream and then that's the one that we start and end, and not have like 2 or 3 start and end.
Well, look, I mean, last time the screen was all fuzzy.
Yeah.
Even for the first 25 minutes or something, the entire stream was skippy and whatnot, right? And
Yeah.
all the sound was in mono last
Yeah.
time.
There's hurdles that we're discovering as we go that we have to fix every time. And again, everybody in the chat who's helping us, who's watching the stream and can hear and see exactly what's going on. You know, some of this stuff is hard for us to monitor, especially like Brandon while he's playing, or we don't have exactly the same view you guys are seeing. So we really appreciate everybody, giving us good helpful, constructive feedback.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we both have 2 monitors with like 4 different windows up to make all the different things happen, none of which is a real healthy live view of the feed. So that, or at least I don't. Maybe you do, Nate, but I don't have like the end product so that I can see if it looks messed up.
I do, because I'm monitoring the chat, so I've got the little YouTube feed. It looks good. It's, everything we're sending to YouTube is perfect, but the stuff, within what we're doing could be better,
So it's us.
It's us,
Okay. Okay.
Everything within
Good.
what we're doing.
Well, that's good news, because we can do something about.
Yeah.
If we were doing everything perfectly and it was out, it's not outside of our control. So that's good.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do next week? What do you want to do next week? We could revisit this song with the solo thing. We could touch on that.
Yes.
We could do. I will have the next Blondie tune ready by next week. I'd be down to do, if you got more Wiseout to work on, I'm always down to check that out and hang while you do that.
That could be cool. We could stream like a mixing session.
Yeah, no, seriously, we're gonna have to expand what the boundaries of this thing is, because right now we do tracking ones all the time so far, and those have been great. But like,
Yeah.
you know, I would love to do like a dub live stream where we just kind of shed a bunch of dubs. You know, I could shed like the whole album of dubs. You know, and you know that could be really fun.
That'd be amazing.
Mix session, that's a great idea too. I would love to do something like that. And especially since yours are like the final, the way you arrive at the final product for your stuff is, I imagine, very different from what I'm doing, because I'm basically doing a dub performance at the end, whereas you're trying to dial in more of like a traditional mix, which
Yes.
I think would be cool to
Exactly.
see. I think people would like that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool to show off. It's a
Yeah.
very complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
and it's fun. It's cool.
Yeah. What's the ETA on Wiseowl stuff coming out?
I don't know. I mean, it'll be here sooner if we. Excuse me. If we have our next session be when we mix it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's just between the different projects that we're doing.
Right.
Yeah. Just today started on a couple new Smoke and Mirrors sound system songs
Yeah.
with Mr. John.
So,
And, yeah, there's always stuff to work on, but yeah, maybe if what do you think about that?
I'm looking at the calendar here. Just in the interest of time, I'm trying to drop Blondie on Friday the 6th of August. That should be when I'm dropping. So that
Okay.
would leave, we've got 2 Thursdays and 2 songs. So maybe we do more than one stream coming up in the next couple weeks. We could do,
Okay.
there's no reason we can't do a Wiseowl one as well.
Okay, then I can shoot for August 13th for releasing next Wiseowl song,
Cool.
which will also include a live dub performance of it.
Hell yeah. That's right.
That next Wiseowl song, by the way, is the song "Heaven" by Talking Heads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys want to watch our previous live stream of that, it should be on my YouTube channel.
Mhm.
There's a whole session of us tracking my guitar for Heaven. It's really, really rad.
Yeah, Nate plays the lead guitar part on it.
Let's see. The chat is saying Miles is still in the chat. There's still so many people still hanging out like the whole time for like
That's
all of
awesome.
like 3.5, 4 hours of this.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, Miles is saying mix session would be really cool. So I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
I think maybe we
Cool.
should front load the black market stuff. I'll try and get that stuff all ready, and then
Okay.
maybe the Thursday before the black market release, we can do Wiseowl mix session. I don't know. We can plan all this out after the stream, I guess.
But if it is all ready, if all of it is ready,
Mm-hmm.
if you did a live stream of you doing the dubs that are the album,
Yeah,
that's too good. That's too good to pass up. That's
Well,
freaking cool.
we could do that the Thursday night before the release date.
Oh yeah.
So that's
exactly.
not next week, but the week after.
August 5th. Okay, so we're talking about July 29th
Yep.
is we mix Heaven, Wiseowl sings Talking Heads.
Mhm.
And then August 5th is live stream of Black Market doing dub, the live dub mixes that are the finished product of
Mhm.
the Blondie EP.
We could
That's cool.
basically end the stream bouncing everything to tape. Although I
You
guess
can
we're not
show
gonna be
us how that tape machine behind you works.
Although we've tried to get the playback from the tape machine, we haven't had a whole lot of luck with that. But maybe I'll work on that.
If we could figure out what we figured out today, we could figure that out.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh man.
I hope so.
Yeah, but then also we've got 2 other tracks we have to finish tracking as well.
That's
So
true. So
in-
yeah,
in
by
between-
August 5th, we have to finish that.
Yeah, in between Heaven and the final, and a week later we've got to do 2 other. Maybe we don't live stream those. I don't know. It's good content though.
It is. I'm
But
open to live streaming more often than Thursday nights, but we are going to be doing this every Thursday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure this all out. You're gonna see it all. It's all gonna be great.
Great.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We obviously have to plan that. I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna do. But
Yeah.
man, Brandon, once again, you just absolutely killed it. I love having you on my stuff. On our stuff. I'm just gonna say it. It is our stuff. It's not my stuff. It's our stuff. We're doing it together. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Black Market does Blondie. People are gonna flip.
Me too, man. It's going to be great. And I'm also really looking forward to the album art that you'll create for it.
Oh, it's ready. I got it already.
Really?
Maybe
I'm excited to see
maybe
it.
next week or the week after. Definitely the Thursday night stream. That'll be up. You'll see it. But
Yeah, I mean it'll be the night before it's released. Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
start the promotion.
Mhm.
This is kind of a cool thing about dub music, I guess, is you can begin the promotion of it before it's done,
Yeah.
before it exists.
Yeah, before it exists for someone to like get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Well, should we sign off? We're approaching 3 hours and 52 minutes here.
It's not very long, is it?
God.
Well, is there any other part that besides the solo that you
Honestly, I
need
don't
for me
think
to
so.
play?
I think the
Okay.
solo would be really cool to hit, but I think it's remains to be seen. Maybe I'll try and tackle it tomorrow or something and see what I can come
Okay.
up with. And if I don't come up with anything I love, then maybe we'll save it for next week or something. We can just touch on it before we do Talking Heads or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, and other than me yawning, the reason why we're not going to do the solo tonight is because of how much it takes. It requires listening to the original recording. which
Yeah, it's
we
not,
can't do on the stream.
Yeah, it's not fair to even attempt it right now. Well, yeah, no, I think we're good, man. It's late in Nashville and I'm sleepy, so
All right. Yeah. That's Nate staying up past midnight. That doesn't happen very often.
yeah. Well, Brandon, we could stay on the stream. We'll chat after, but I'm gonna end the stream for everybody else right now. I think this was another successful night.
Yes.
Very
amazing.
fun. Seriously, our goal last week was our goal this week was to have 10 people watching at the same time. We've had at least 7 or 8 watching the whole 4 hours, which is like insane. And we did get over 10 people a number of times. So,
Oh,
you
that's
know.
very cool. Yeah, man, I'm so glad that you guys are hanging out with us during this. It's so cool. It's fun to get to have all of you hanging out with us and just being with us while we do it, you know. Like it's the way that we would want to do it if we could all be together in person and everything, you know. But you know, we live all over the place, and it's amazing, and it's really cool how just with the technology, like we can spend this time together, we can hang out together like this. It's very cool, and it's way better when you guys are here. So
Yep.
keep coming, keep
Agreed.
doing it. Yeah.
Got lots of good nights and thank yous in the chat. Do you want to play us out, Brandon, with the tune?
Yes. Yeah. Throw up the
Alright.
graphic
All right.
and we'll play us out. Ta.
Thanks everybody again for listening. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Good luck.